has been hot all morning long in
and
daytime
not because
studios.
of the lights.
This morning, I just have to call somebody on our floor crew out. This morning, I received a call from Lois, who is our floor director, and she was just like, Cassandra, I said, yes. She goes, that hot Aussie is here. And
is that true,
yes,
Lois?
Lois, it's true, Lois.
And then I think she said, someone better come get him.
And then she was like, someone better come get him. I can't focus. And I said, Lois, calm down. You know, Lois. And then she goes, I'm going to mic him. I'm going to make sure that I personally mic him. And so, Lois, thank you for always doing such a great job with our guests. I appreciate that. But the reason that it's so hot in the studio right now, it feels hot, and it took me a long time to get ready because of it, is bam. Right
the
here.
magazine. Oh, wait, it's more than the magazine, right?
No words can describe this right here.
What does it say?
I don't know what it says because I never wrote
No,
I never
meant,
read it. I just looked at it.
I was looking for what it's. Oh, here it is. Baggage handler help. Excess baggage star.
Christian, you can never mind.
Beat
that would be inappropriate
the
to say what I was going to say.
See, this is all tying into bullying, though.
Yes, it is. But
not dating. Bullying.
The one, the only boxing coach, cover of Men's Fitness magazine, Christian M.
A real
is
Aussie.
Here all the way from Australia. Good morning, my friend.
Ladies, how are you?
Accent. That is so fun.
Thank you.
Okay, I have got to ask you this because you've been. When did you get here?
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
I'll try and speak as clearly as possible.
No,
I know.
People are struggling with my accent, so.
What kind of response are you getting when you're talking to people when you get here?
Well, the first thing, like obviously people will ask me, hi, how are you, or how can I help you? And then when I start talking, I think they just take a step back because they don't expect to hear a different accent and they think, is this guy talking another language? But then they realise it's English.
It is English. Do you ever say, let's be honest, do you ever people talk about Crocodile Dundee? Around here, every time I don't think a lot of people think of Australia, they think of Crocodile Dundee.
I
now
think
that's a knife, you know?
Yeah, well, I think that's the first thing people think of, the crocodile hunter
that's so
or
embarrassing.
Crocodile Dundee. But, you know, the one thing we always get asked is, oh, how are the kangaroos? Are the kangaroos running around the streets? Which,
That's right.
No, there aren't.
They think everyone rides horses here.
Yeah,
so that
exactly.
makes sense that people would think that there's kangaroos jumping around everywhere.
Exactly.
Which they are not.
But they're not. They're all in the zoos or out in the national parks.
Okay, really quickly, we have some Aussie slang for you here. I want to ask you, what is an ankle biter?
An ankle biter, usually someone short.
Oh, it's not a kid or a toddler. It's like a short person.
Like a short person.
Short person, but usually a kid. Yeah, usually you refer to it as a child, not a small
I have
adult.
2 ankle biters at home.
Yeah.
And did you have brekkie this morning?
Breakfast? Yes, I did. Yeah, that's breakfast.
Brekkie.
I want you to know, Christian, that I brushed up on my Aussie.
You have, yeah.
Yes.
You're sounding quite Australian, so you'd be welcome down under any time.
Oh, all right.
Oh, there you go.
Can I just feel your muscle real quick?
Another one is ace, which means excellent. So ace, huh?
Yes.
Ace. Yeah,
Ace.
ace.
That's ace.
Ace.
That arm was ace.
That's ace.
Okay, we need to get on. We need to get on with it. Thank you, Christian. We're going to be talking to him in just a moment.
Don't go anywhere.
But he does have a fantastic story, so don't get caught up in the pretty. Don't get caught up in the pretty. There's more to this man than pretty.
Yeah, he changed his life, and he uses now his fitness and his athleticism to help kids that are being bullied.
Yep, and to inspire adults to change their life to become more positive. The boxing coach, Christian, last name Marchegiani.
I just say Christian M.
Marchegiani is here in studio.
Guys, I've actually been where you've been. I know how it feels. I've been in a dark place, but I managed to turn my life around, and now I'm here to help you guys do the same. This is where you leave it, on this ground. All that garbage, all that crap, you leave it here.
Wow, welcome back. Our next guest has graced the cover of Men's Health magazine, voila, trained Olympic athletes, and continues to inspire others to get healthy in their head and in their hearts. Oh, and did I mention he's just about the hottest thing from down under? Please welcome, all the way from Sydney, Australia, the boxing coach, Christian Marchegiani.
Thank you.
Welcome,
Cassandra.
my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming, by the way. That was a long way to come just for daytime at 9.
Yeah, but it was great. It was a pleasure being here, so I really appreciate the opportunity. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I want to start from the beginning because you have a remarkable story. You actually, as a young person, were slightly overweight.
Yeah, throughout school, primary school and high school, I actually struggled with my weight. My parents are Italian, so being of ethnic origins, the way they showed love was food, and so I grew up overweight.
Hispanics love that too. We do the same thing, right? We give them tortillas and say, just eat something.
And when you're sad and when you're upset or you've had a bad day, it's like, that's okay, just eat. Here's a plate of pasta or whatever. So I was quite overweight at school, and I got teased a lot. I got picked on a lot, and the other kids just didn't understand why I was bigger than them. So they would tease you, they would pick on you, they'd leave you out, and I struggled with that, and it made me quite sad. So I continued to eat, and I continued to put on weight.
And Christian, your response to that was acting out a little bit. You got in a lot of fights. You got in a lot of trouble. Yeah,
well, I couldn't understand why they would pick on me, and so I would get angry, and I'd try and fight back. But only it really started happening when I was about 13, 14 years old. I started to fight back. I was quite large, and I didn't know my own strength. And when I did fight back, I realised that I could actually hurt the other kids, and it felt good because I didn't want anyone picking on me anymore. I didn't want anyone teasing me. So I thought, well, the best way is just to fight back and hit back, but it ended up in a lot of trouble.
Which is why actually you're such a strong advocate for bullying, and tomorrow you're actually going to be on our bullying show, so we want to mention that. But very quickly, I want to ask you, Christian, what was the turning point in your life? When did you decide to turn it all around?
It would have been about 18, I was 18 years old, and the fights just got a lot more, they got a lot worse. I was fighting on the street a lot. I got in trouble with the law. Me and a few of my friends, we got in trouble, and we ended up in court. And the judge gave me the option. He said, "Son, you either go to jail, you join the army, or you join a boxing gym." And
you decided to join the boxing gym.
Yeah, well, our boxing gyms back then were run by the police, and so we would go there and train and just release a lot of our anger and frustration, and it actually felt good, and that's when I decided, yep, this is what I want to do with my life.
So that was definitely a turning point in your life, and now that also changed not just physically your body, but mentally. Tell me a little bit about that.
As I started to lose the weight and feel good about myself, I didn't have that urge to fight or be angry anymore. So, and I just realised that I actually liked helping other people, and people would ask my advice and ask for my help, and I thought, how can I make a career of this? So I did what I knew how. I began training other people in boxing, and
Olympians.
Yeah, well, I've trained Olympic athletes, national football athletes, cricket athletes. We have a sport in Australia called cricket.
What is cricket?
It's it's mainly played in the Commonwealth countries. It's not like baseball, but it does involve a ball and a bat.
Nice. Okay, which leads me to this cover of this magazine. Christian,
yes.
Come on, my man. How did you get ready? How did you prepare for this? Because you look pretty good.
I was given 7 days to prepare for that.
7 days.
7 days. But I do keep fit, so it wasn't that hard. But look, that photo is black and white, and there is a lot of Photoshop there, so it does...
come on. I don't think we believe that. Okay.
But just serious training, good diet, and being sensible. There were a few trainers' tricks as well. I didn't drink any water for a couple of days just to dehydrate and...
You didn't drink water?
Make your muscles stand out.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't recommend it, though.
I was going to say, I don't think we'll recommend that to our viewers, but you obviously got ready, and you look a little waxed here, my friend.
I am waxed, yeah. It's not something that I enjoy doing, but I do carry a bit of hair on me, so I did have to get rid of it.
Because you're Italian, come on.
Well, being of Italian origin, yeah, we have hair everywhere.
Okay, Christian, and I got to talk very quickly. I'm just joking with you. TMI, I know, people in the studio are getting... I think, let me get my wits about me. Would that be Australian? Let me go back a little bit. Okay, after you did all of this, you actually are doing so much for the young people. You have nonprofits that you're involved in.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about that, because I think that's an exciting part of you and who you are as a person.
I got to a point in my life where I decided if I was doing okay and financially I was okay, I would decide to give back. And I thought, what better way than to actually give back to the kids that actually are going through what I went through. So kids that are being bullied. I also visit orphanages in Cambodia, Papua New Guinea, and just really try and inspire them to make something of their life.
What does that do for you as a person?
It makes me feel better, and it just makes me feel good that I'm making a difference. It actually inspires me. It's not really even about motivation, it's about inspiration. This is why I get up in the morning. It's my purpose, and I can go to bed at night just thinking, you know what, I did okay today. And sometimes I ask, did I do enough?
Right.
But it just, as funny as it sounds, it just gives me a reason to live, I guess.
And Christian, you are a very inspirational person, not only about physical fitness, but about mental health as well. So later in the show, we are going to have you teach us, Kimberly and I, some boxing lessons, right? How
Definitely.
you get people fit through boxing,
Yep.
and hopefully give us some tips on how we can lose some excess baggage.
Some excess baggage, yes.
Thank you, Christian, for joining us.